Okay, so I am a huge fan of Alex Garland's work. Ex Machina is one of my favorite movies. Annihilation was okay. I thought it was alright. But Men is unlike both of those. And I would argue it's his most disturbing film to date. It's a lot to process, so I'm still going through it in my head. I thought it was, especially the first act, was very well written. Third act, second and third act, I'm still trying to process and figure out what it all meant, because there's a lot of deeper meaning and stuff that went on. It is something that is very hard to watch. It's deeply unsettling and has many, many disturbing sequences. One especially near the end that's very visually disturbing. That's very hard to look at, and something that is not common to see in a North American horror movie. It is grotesque at times. It is very disturbing. There's disturbing dialogue, but it's all done to service the overall message and meaning behind the plot that Alex Garland's really trying to push through the events of this movie. It's a lot, yeah, like I was saying, it's still going through my head. I thought it was well done. I thought it was very well made. Of course, my thoughts may change as I think about this more, because it's quite a lot for only an hour and 40 minutes. It's a lot to take in. I thought the performances were freaking phenomenal. Jessie Buckley was excellent as the lead, and you really feel all the emotions she feels, and you feel like you're right there next to her. She does such a good job just kind of bringing us along with her and making us feel everything her character's feeling. Her character's going through quite the traumatic experience here, dealing with the loss of her husband, and there's more situational stuff associated with that I don't want to get into because spoilers, as well as some mysterious stuff and creepy things going on in this new town she's in. And yeah, I thought she was great. But for me, Rory Kinnear, I think that's how you say his name, was excellent. I know him from a couple other movies, most notably the Daniel Craig James Bond films. I've never seen him this good. He plays multiple roles in this movie, and holy crap, every single one, he was different, had a different accent, motion, like different movement, just performed like he was a completely different person. And I have to give credit to the makeup team too for transforming him multiple times. It was insane. So yeah, well, his roles are very disturbing, I thought he did a fantastic job with it, and that's not an easy thing for an actor to do all these awful things. Anyways, I thought it was well made, and it really unsettled me. But I want to just quickly pass it off to someone who it really affected this. So yeah.
Yeah, it was really disturbing. Like, I can appreciate that it was very well made and it's a good movie, but I don't think that I could like stomach watching it again. There was points where I had to just sit and close my eyes, and I just couldn't watch. And like, it's a good movie, but I hated it.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's not getting as strong of responses from audiences. It's because this is a movie that is really affecting them and disturbing them to the point that they don't think they liked it, even though it's well made, it's very well done, but it's something that people can't handle. And I think this really isn't a movie for mainstream audiences. You have to know what you're getting into with this one, I think. So definitely look it up before you go. Understand what you're about to watch. If you're not, because there's some stuff a lot of people won't be comfortable seeing in this. But I thought it was very well done. So if you're a fan of Alex Garland's other work, I definitely recommend checking it out. It uses horror really interestingly here, and just has such strong writing and metaphor throughout that I think it's one you can't miss if you like his work. I didn't love it as much as Ex Machina. I think it's on the level of Annihilation, But yeah, I was very surprised with the direction it went in, and very unsettled. But I'd still recommend seeing it if you know what you're getting into. So yeah, thanks for this. This was a long spiel about it. I just kind of wanted to explain a bit more because it's quite the movie to take in. But yeah, that's Men by Alex Garland, starring Jessie Buckley and Rory Kinnear. It's well made.